Today we are going to make some St. Patrick's Day snack mix. This video is part of a collab with the YouTube Mommy Meetup group. I have my helper Leah here. Can you say hi?
Hi.
And we are going to get started with the first step. Now we don't actually need this ingredient until later on in the recipe, but I like to get this part done early on because you don't want to be messing with it after you've started making your snack mix. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some M&Ms, and this is a really great step for toddlers and preschoolers to help with when they're learning their colors.
This one.
Because what are we going to do with these, Leah?
Put in this bowl.
What are we going to put in this bowl?
Green.
The greens. Okay, you start picking out the green ones and putting them in the bowl.
Okay.
Good.
I did it louder.
It is loud, huh? Nice. Can Mommy help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, last one.
Okay.
Ooh, one more. Alright, we got all the green ones out of there. So what we're hoping for is we should have enough for a 1/4 cup. So we're going to set these aside for now and get moving on to the next step. Alright, next up we are going to mix together, combine our dry ingredients. So what we have here is, Brookie, will you go grab those boxes over there? We have 4 cups of rainbow marshmallow cereal. Lucky Charms, basically. We're using the Aldi brand, the Marshmallows and Stars cereal. And then, so there's 4 cups of that here. We have 2 cups of Rice Chex cereal, again, the Aldi brand of rice squares. The recipe calls for corn Chex, but basically any type of this square Chex cereal is fine. And then, thank you, Brookie, you want to go put those back? Awesome, thank you. And then we have 1.5 cups of broken up pretzels. Again, the recipe called for twists broken up. We had sticks, and obviously they taste the same, they work the same. So that's what we've got here. So Brookie, if you would pour in our rainbow marshmallow cereal. Wonderful. Leah, are you going to pour in yours?
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. And you get one more, Leah.
Okay.
Pour that in too. Awesome, girls. Way to go.
Now we'll try it.
Next up is the syrupy sweet part of the snack mix. The part that's going to hold it all together and make it super, super sweet and yummy. She's your sister?
Huh?
Yeah, she is, huh? So, first up, we are going to put a 1/4 cup of butter. And how much is a 1/4 cup? Half of a stick, right. So we're putting a 1/4 cup of butter in a measuring cup. That's going to go. What comes next? How do you remember what this is?
Me.
What's this?
Celery.
It isn't celery. It's brown sugar. We have a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. So I'll put that in there. And then, next up is 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. Syrup. That's not what it looks like on your pancakes though, huh? It's a different kind of syrup.
It's because it's corn syrup.
Right. Hold on, Leah. Please don't take it out of my
I
hand.
think a different brand.
Well, and like anything else, oh, careful. Stand up straight, Leah, so you don't fall off.
I do it, Mom.
We can try that.
Okay.
All right. Pour it in. It's going to be sticky, so it's going to take a minute. Hold it up high. Good. All right. So, now that we have this in a glass microwavable measuring cup, this is going to go into the microwave. We're going to microwave it on high for 2 minutes. We're going to stir after 1. So, I'm going to go stick this in the microwave.
Now be louder.
All right, that has been 1 minute. We're going to stir it up a little bit. Stir it in pretty good. The butter is melted. We're going to give it 1 more minute.
Okay.
We have microwaved this for the 2nd minute, and it is nice and bubbly. It's melted. Everything is nice and smooth. Up next is to add in 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda. mix that in real good. So we've added our baking soda, and we are going to add this to our cereal and pretzel mixture. One thing I forgot to add too, the recipe does call to add in a cup of dry roasted peanuts. We try to leave that out because we never know who we might be sharing this with, and peanut allergies and all that fun stuff. We don't miss it, but it is definitely something that you could add in. So at this point, we are going to pour all this onto our cereal mixture.
Looks so good.
And then it smells, you can tell it's like nice and sweet too. And then right away, before this starts to harden or anything, Brooke is going to get going, kind of folding and making sure that all the cereal bits get coated with this yumminess.
So Mama told me that whenever you do it, you take it and then you flip it. Take it and you flip it. It doesn't matter what direction.
Take that just a second and scrape off like the last of this little. There we go. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy. All right, take it away, girl. Take it away.
So you flip. And basically what that thing's supposed to do is to make it like sweeter and make it like stick together in chunks.
Alright, this is pretty well coated. It's not 100% completely coated. That's kind of hard to do right out of the measuring cup. What comes up next is we're going to microwave this whole mixture a couple times. So it's going to go into the microwave for about a minute or two. You're going to take it out of the microwave and kind of scrape the bowl and stir it around every 30 seconds until the cereal is kind of starting to brown, and you can kind of tell it kind of starts to smell a little cooked, a little baked a little bit. So we're going to get going. We're going to start putting this in the microwave and keep flipping it around every 30 seconds or so. And while that is in the microwave and we're kind of doing our 30-second increments, we're going to get our cooling racks ready for the finished product when it's all done microwaving. So we're going to set out our cooling racks here. Hopefully it's long ways here. Whoop, just barely.
Actually, really pissed.
Cover these with wax paper. Oh, that's the first 30 seconds. This has been in the microwave. We went the full 2 minutes on this. Again, we kind of stirred and scraped every 30 seconds to keep it kind of moving around and spreading around the syrupy stuff. At this point, we are going to let it cool for a few minutes before we add in the 1/4 cup of green M&Ms that we separated out earlier. You don't want to put them in now because your cereal is too hot. You don't want your candies to melt. So we're going to give this about 5 minutes, and then we'll add in the candies and spread this out on our wax paper lined cooling racks. We have waited about 5 minutes or so for this to cool off a little bit after being in the microwave. So now it is time to add in the chocolate candies. This we got, there you go. This is a little bit more than a 1/4 cup because after I measured out what we got from the 2 bags of M&Ms there was barely more than that. So there's a little bit more than 2 cups in, or a 1/4 cup in here. You probably could actually have a little bit more. It doesn't look terribly green in here. So you might even up this to a 1/2 cup of green M&Ms. But again, it took 2 bags, 2 like normal size bags of M&Ms to get this much. So I don't know if it's worth it to you to waste all the other colors. So we've got the candies are all mixed in. So now all that is left is to get this spread out onto our wax paper. So I'm gonna have Brookie help me with that. Can you do that for me?
I'm gonna pour, you hold down.
If you just stick to the middle, and we can spread it out. You get there? Woo! Get up high. Keep it low. Just a little back. Hold it. All right, so we're going to grab our spatula here. Let's just try to keep it on these 2 pieces right here. We'll just kind of keep it on the racks. And you want to kind of have kind of a thin layer. It's okay. Have somewhat of a thin layer. You do want it to kind of stay together like this because you want the pieces to stick together, because at the end, after it's cool and hardened, you can kind of break off pieces of it in nice little clumps, and those are the best bites, is when you get the nice little clumps of everything in there. So I like to kind of go through and kind of tighten it all up and make sure that everything is touching another piece so that we can get a good chunk. All right, so that is it for now. It is gonna sit like this and cool for a bit. Typically, I kind of leave it for quite a while. I don't know how long you would have to. You might plan to even overnight. Can't hurt. But I would definitely give it a couple hours. The snack mix has been sitting here for a little over 3 hours now, almost 3.5. And so it is all cooled and nice and dry and can easily be scooped out now. If you go through, you can kind of see there's some pieces that have gotten all clumped together, and sometimes it'll clump more nicely than others. So at this point, I'll show you. I can just get a little handful here. I really think next time I'll put in more of the M&Ms. There's just really not enough green going through here for me right now. So that is our St. Patrick's Day snack mix. It's a lot of fun. It's easy to do with your kids. It's a great way to teach them color sorting and measuring and all that fun stuff. I love getting my girls in the kitchen, and this is a great recipe to do it with. So thanks again for watching. I did want to mention one more time that this video is part of a St. Patrick's Day collab with the YouTube Mommies Meetup group. So if you want to see more videos like this with St. Patrick's Day recipes and crafts, be sure to check down in the description box for the ways that you can check those other videos out. If you liked this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up and subscribe to catch some more videos from Tired Mommy Tales. Thanks so much. Bye.